Hello students, here I am with another series, that is part 3, scoring in NEET and JEE made easy, for the first chapter, that is electrostatic charge and field. So in the coming series we will solve some more complicated problems which are frequently asked in NEET and JEE. So let us start with the questions, that is MCQs. Yeah, I'll read out the question. Two charges q and minus 3q are fixed on x-axis separated by distance d. Where should a third charge 2q be placed from A such that it will not experience any force? Okay, so the options are d minus root 3d by 2, option B d plus root 3d by 3, sorry, it is 2 by 2 it is. Then C is d plus 3d by 2 and option D is d minus 3d by 2. Okay. So I have shown in the diagram here, figure. Here it is a point P on which the charge 2q is placed, and there is a point A with the charge q and point B with the charge minus 3q. So here from A to P the distance is L, and from between A to B the distance is D. Okay. So now as this is 2q charge, so it will not, and here is a q charge, it will not experience a repulsion force between the q which is placed at A, because it is counterbalanced by a charge minus 3q. Okay, force of attraction and force of repulsion is balanced there, right? So here it is minus 3q, here it is plus q and 2q. So there must be repulsion between force of repulsion between q and 2q at A and P, but it is balanced by the negative charge which is placed at B. Okay, understood? This is the concept behind it. So let us solve the problem now. Okay, so that's what I have explained, that only I have written here. So I told you force of attraction and force of repulsion is balanced, means if we will equalize these two, right? So 2q into q, that is, it is a force between the 2q charge and the q charge between A, P and A. So that is 2q into q by 4 pi epsilon naught L square equal to, and the charge between 2q and 3q. So that is 2q into 3q by 4 pi epsilon naught L plus D whole square, right? So the distance between P and B is what? So from A to P it is L, okay, and between B to P it is how much? D. So A to B it is D. So we will add these two. Then if we add these two, we will get L plus D. Okay. Hence I have taken here L plus D whole square. Okay. Now what are the terms which gets cancelled? 2q gets cancelled. Q and 3q, in this 3q will cancel q, and here 4 pi epsilon naught gets cancelled. So what we are left out is 1 by L square equal to 3 by L plus D whole square, right? So that's what I have written here. Both we will take it as L plus D whole square equal to 3L square, right? Now we will have this equation now. So when we expand this, and what equation we get? There's 2L square minus 2LD minus D square equal to 0. So we will solve for the quadratic equation. So what answer we get is L equal to D plus root 3D by 2. That is, which option is correct? The B option is correct. Okay, the B option is correct. Now let us go to the next problem. Which of the following statements about dipole moment is not true? Okay, I will read out once more. Which of the following statement about the dipole is not true? The dimensions of dipole moment is L raised to 1, T raised to 1, A raised to 1. This is correct. Okay, you can find it by yourself what will be the dimension of the dipole moment, and this is correct. And now unit of the dipole moment, it is coulomb meter. Okay, so it is coulomb meter, right? It is correct. Then dipole moment is a vector quantity and it is directed from negative to positive. Okay, yes, it is also correct. Dipole moment is a scalar quantity. It is wrong, right? This one is wrong. So D option is not true, and the correct answer is D, right? Okay. So next we will go to the 23rd problem. Two large vertical and parallel metal plates having a separation of 1 centimeter are connected to a DC voltage source of potential difference X. Potential difference X, it is taken. A proton is released at rest midway between the two plates. It is found to move at 45 degree to the vertical just after release. Then X is nearly 10 raised to minus 5 volt. B option is 10 raised to minus 7 volt. C is 10 raised to minus 9 volt. D is 10 raised to minus 10 volt. Okay. So these are the two parallel plates, and here is a proton, and when the proton experiences certain force, it is moving vertically downwards, right, with an angle 45 degree. Okay, so now electric field is given by E equal to X by D. X is what? It is the potential, and D is what? Distance between the two plates, right? And the proton moves with how much angle? It is 45 degree. So resultant electric force is balanced by the force of the gravitational force of the gravitational force. So electric force is Q into E, which is equal to M into G. Okay, so now we will substitute for E here. Q into X by D is equal to M into G. So X equal to mgd by Q. So substitute all the given terms here. What is the mass of the proton? Photon 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 into what is G? 9.8, and what is G? 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 2. So it is given in centimeter, convert into meter, 10 raised to minus 2. So and divided by the charge, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So what we get, the answer is 10 raised to minus 9 volt. Okay. So which option is correct? C option is correct. Okay. Yes. Next, the unit of electric dipole moment is, first option is Newton, B is Coulomb, C is Farad, and D is Debye. Okay, dipole moment, another unit of the dipole moment, electric dipole moment, another one is what we have seen, Coulomb meter, and due to from its name of the inventor, it is Debye. Okay, it is not Newton. Newton is for the force, and Coulomb is for the charge, and for capacitance it is Farad. So therefore Debye is the correct answer. D is the correct option. Okay, let us go to the 25th question. The force per unit charge is known as force per unit charge. So E is equal to what? F upon Q, right? So what is the correct option? So what are the options here? Electric flux, electric field, electric potential, and electric current. So the B answer is correct. That is electric field. Okay. Yes. So let us go to the 26th question. Electrical as well as gravitational effects can be thought to be caused by fields. Which of the following is true for of an electrical or gravitational field? Okay, that are they have given the options. In that you have to choose the correct one. So, the field concept is often used to describe the contact forces. Gravitational or electric field does not exist in space around an object. Fields are useful to understand forces acting through a distance. There is no way to verify because thus they are the concepts. Existence of force field, since it is just a concept. So answer is, so the right answer is C. Lock kar de? Yes, we will lock for C because fields are useful to understand forces acting through a distance. They are not just the concept, right, children? So thus, therefore, the answer correct option is C. Okay, let us go to the next one. The electric field at a point is always continuous. B option, continuous if there is no charge at that point, discontinuous if there is a charge at that point. D, both B and C. Yes. So, always continuous it cannot be. Continuous if there is no charge, yes, it can be. Discontinuous if there is a charge. So, therefore, answer is both B and C. That is the correct option is D. Very easy, right? Okay. Let us go to the 28th. If the charge of an object is doubled, then electric field becomes half, double, unchanged, thrice. So E is directly proportional to Q. Now, if electric field is doubled, then what happens to the charge? Charge also will be doubled, or if the charge is doubled, electric field is also doubled. So answer is option is B. Let us see the next correct option. Yes, it is doubled. Okay, we will lock on this, right? Okay. Next, let us go to 29th question. A force of 2.25 Newton acts on a charge of 15 into 10 raised to minus 4 coulomb. The intensity of electric field at that point is 150 Newton per coulomb, 15 Newton per coulomb, 1500 Newton per coulomb, 1.5 Newton per coulomb. Yes. So equation is E equal to F upon Q, which is equal to 2.25 by 15 into 10 raised to minus 4, and this is equal to 1500 Newton per coulomb. So the correct option is C. Yes. So let us go to the 30th question. The electric field that can balance a charged particle of mass 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg is given by 19.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 Newton per coulomb, 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 Newton per coulomb, 19.6 into 10 raised to 8 Newton per coulomb, 20 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per coulomb. So mass of the charged particle is given, that is 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Charge of the electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. So electric field equal to F upon Q. So now when there is balancing and if there is mass, then you have to take the gravitational force, right? So the gravitational force is according to Newton's second law, M into G. So force will take it as M into G by E, right? So now mass is given, you know the acceleration due to gravity divided by the charge. So what the answer is? 19.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 Newton per Coulomb. So the correct option is C. Sorry, not C, A. I have written here already. The correct option is A. Okay. So thank you for watching, students. So if you like the video, like, share and comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.